It's always off kilter.
But that's okay, because it looks off-centered. It looks like ass this morning.
Crazy.
I just said that in our live.
Nobody's here yet.
It's okay.
I mean, they will see it
will
later.
see it on YouTube later.
Good morning. I am so pissed at everybody on Twitter right now.
Well, she's having some Twitter trolls.
I mean, people have lost their minds. And now it's just a given that if you are a Trump supporter, if you support Trump's policies, you are a white supremacist. There's no getting out of it.
This is the narrative now.
That's
right?
you.
This is the narrative. Let's see how well it works for him in 2020. Let's just see.
Right?
Let's
I
see
mean,
how
that's
well,
the thing.
Because it worked so well for him in 2016.
Oh my God. I mean,
didn't it work out well for him in 2016?
Yeah, and that was when we were just racist, right?
Yeah,
now we're full on KKK members.
We're actual, like, we wear white hoods in our homes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's
we burn crosses.
Yeah, I mean, it's past racism.
This is what we do. Yeah.
Now everybody that supports Trump and his policies is a white supremacist.
Yes.
I mean, they've lost their mind, and it's amazing. Like, the things that I'm seeing on Twitter are so batshit
outrageous. They've lost their minds.
It's unreal.
Don't
go there, you guys. It is a cesspool.
I don't ever go there.
You should definitely not go there right now.
It's the 13th circle of hell. I mean, like, and that's the thing. If she's losing her mind,
oh my God,
there's
and I'm
something
very
wrong.
patient.
She's usually like pretty okay on, because I don't do Twitter. I don't, because I know my personal limitations. I do, and because you know that, right?
Yeah,
I mean, she's the one who handles our Twitter, because I'm like, those people are nuts, man. It's like, that's where the crazy people go.
Yeah.
And I just don't go there. I like Instagram because I'm like, oh, look, there's a picture. There's a puppy.
Right.
And then there's some, like, people who sell, like, all those teas and crap, you know? But, I mean, I'm just like, I'll just keep scrolling. And then there's, like, the guys who do their workouts. They're like, look, man, my lats. And I'll scroll through them. And I'm like, whatever. My workout of the day. And then there's the chicks do the OOTD.
Yeah.
This is what I'm wearing today. And I'll scroll through that. But, you know, for the most part, Instagram is like, I like pictures. I like people's pictures. And I've been out there forever, and I like it. Twitter, 13th circle of hell.
And it gets so personal so immediately on Twitter, because people just have no filter whatsoever. And so they look at, like, our profile picture, and they'll just be like, oh, it's 3 white women, white supremacists. I mean, for sure, right? Like, there's no way that you're not white supremacist. Even
though Ashley is, you know, half Mexican. She's half Mexican, but she's a... You're right. She's a white supremacist.
I mean, it's just insane.
You're right.
Insane.
I love it when people just make a judgment about who somebody is without actually knowing them. Good Lord.
I mean, at this point, you can almost do that with leftists, though. If they're like true leftists and not just liberals.
You can make a judgment.
I mean, there's some classical liberals who are totally legit normal people, but progressives, no. There is not a normal progressive. There's just not. And on our show today, we're going to play some sound from that socialist convention or whatever.
The Democratic Socialists or the Young Socialists of America or whatever they are.
Oh my God, have you guys heard this?
They have a little convention and they all meet, and it's like a bunch of 20-somethings. Listen, I love 20-somethings. I have 2 of them. And these are not the 20-somethings that, you know, are the normal 20-somethings that are running around these days. These are the ones who are like, I'm socialist. And then they get in a room together. And when you put them together in a room, they all start talking about their psychoses, you know, like
but legit. They say, point of personal privilege. This is the new thing that they say. I'd like to take a point of personal privilege and remind everyone here that I am very triggered by, I have sensory overload. Yeah. So if you could just make sure not to, like, whoop and holler.
If everybody can golf clap
or you do
golf,
poetry
if everybody
snaps,
can do this.
These people are nuts. And so we've got some great sound to play from that. And oh my gosh.
And these are real people.
Speaking of batshit, you guys, Blair White. Who you know who?
Yeah,
Blair White.
She's the transgender.
Who's the transgender conservative woman who's amazing. I mean, if you don't follow her on Twitter or other social media, you should. She's super.
And people are like, wait, that exists? Like, people on the left would be like, wait, there's a transgender who's conservative? Yes, they actually exist.
Yeah, we are friends with many of them.
Just like women conservatives exist. Just like black people conservatives exist. Just like gay people conservative. Go figure.
Blair White had a live, I don't know how I managed to catch this right when I did, but she held a live phone interview with Jessica Yaniv, who is the other trans weirdo, who is the one that is suing all the places for not waxing her junk, which is still male.
Gross.
So gross. So this is a British Columbia, Canada person who is putting all kinds of waxing establishments out of business because they won't wax that area. And so Blair
fun hobby.
Blair had an interview with her, and oh my God, you guys, Jessica Yaniv, who has a penis and testicles, says that she has periods. And in order to prove it, she like whipped out out of the purse like a pad and was like, see, I have periods.
What?
I know, it was insane.
That's just like saying I could whip out like, I don't know, a razor and say I'm a guy and I shave my face, so therefore I'm a guy. What does that have to do with anything? So
nothing.
It whipped out a pad.
Right. And said, look,
that means
why
nothing.
They were like, why would I carry this if not for, if I didn't have to use it?
And
Blair
nothing.
was like, you're crazy. It was a fascinating conversation. It's still out there on YouTube if you go to Blair White's channel and you've got some time to kill. Just watch it.
Absolutely nothing.
Because she totally called Jessica out on being a predator against girls, and I mean it's a really interesting conversation. Anyway,
we have to talk about Venezuela. Okay, y'all. I come in this morning. Of course, Mock's already written a post on it. I run in here and I'm like, oh my God! I'm like, Venezuela has issued a travel advisory, and she's like, yeah, I already wrote about it this morning. I got here at like 5 a.m. and wrote about it. And it's honestly, they have a travel advisory for the Venezuela does. Venezuela has a travel advisory for the United States. Like, yeah, these people are like, they're eating zoo animal. They're hunting for their dinner in the zoo.
Stop messaging me, people.
I know people are messaging you. They're hunting for their dinners in the zoo, for their food in the zoo. They're drinking sewer water. It's like
they're selling their hair to survive.
It's like national chaos there. And then they're like, y'all don't go to the United States because
they released a statement. The foreign ministry in Venezuela
that still exists. I mean, it miraculously.
They say Venezuelans should postpone their travel or, at a bare minimum, exercise caution.
How can they travel?
When traveling to the U.S. because of, and I quote, recent proliferation of violent acts.
Oh,
now,
really?
Keep in mind, Venezuela has the second highest murder rate in the world, okay? And it's been ranked the most dangerous country in the world.
Yeah.
According to Gallup, this was from 2018. But yeah, for sure, like all Venezuelans, watch out if you come to the United States.
Don't go to the United States. I mean, you wouldn't want to come here. Okay, and also Uruguay is doing that
also
too.
On the State Department,
yeah,
they had an increase in their homicides of 46% last year alone.
Yeah, but
they're like, oh my God, don't go to the U.S. It's super dangerous.
The U.S. is just, we're so gross. Yeah, and there's something about one of the quotes I read was that the federal government encourages people to have firearms here. The federal government encourages us to have firearms.
Yeah, it says that the recent violence is due to our inexcusable, indiscriminate possession of firearms by the population encouraged by the federal government.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
That's legit happening. Like, that made my head explode because not a lot shocks me anymore. But when I saw that they were issuing travel advisories for their citizens against here.
Fine, just don't come.
I mean,
then don't come.
Can anyone in Venezuela afford a plane ticket right now?
That would be a hell no.
If they're selling their hair and eating zoo animals, I'm guessing they can't come anyway.
Yeah, you probably can't. But thanks for that travel advisory.
Wow.
That was helpful.
Wow.
Also, Mexico is suing us.
Yeah. This is amazing, too. We're going to talk about this on the show.
Mexico's suing us because of what happened over this past weekend.
Yeah.
Because they don't like what happened.
Well, because we failed to keep their citizens safe. So they're suing us. This is insanity. Like, I mean, all you can do at this point is laugh at it, right? Because it's just gotten so crazy.
Just hypothetically, I just need to understand, because I haven't really unpacked this yet in my brain. If they're suing us, like they're suing the American taxpayer then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we, in essence, would have to, say they just hypothetically won, right? Because they're suing. This is a case. Say they got lawyers. Obviously, you're going to take this on, because there's always a lawyer that will take this crap on, right? And they sued and they won, hypothetically, a bunch of money.
Who rules over that suit?
No clue.
Who actually is in charge of issuing a judgment?
I have no idea. No idea what court would take that on. If what level of court,
is there some sort of is it a United Nations thing where they're like?
I have no idea. Well, if it's the UN, they're going to win.
Right.
The UN would be like, oh yeah, the United States is terrible. Yeah. So I mean, say they won that case. I mean, we would in essence have to pay them.
Right.
Because, I mean, we don't give Mexico enough money. This is the thing. I don't understand how. Wow, this is. I mean, this is staggering to me that they're suing us.
That's happening. So this is where we are. We've got two of the most dangerous countries ever saying the United States is too dangerous to travel to.
Yeah.
We got Mexico suing us because we couldn't keep their citizens safe. I don't know if that
here.
I mean,
here. Okay, so that's happening. This is what we have. We have hit bizarro world.
Yeah,
now.
We really have. I mean, it's out of control.
It's definitely peak 2019.
Also,
I don't know if you missed, but at the beginning of our video, for some of you who are just joining, any of you who support Trump, you are in fact white supremacists.
Yeah, so you might as well just wear that badge because you're not getting rid of it.
It's happening.
And especially if you go on Twitter, that's what you're going to be told.
And if you're black, you too are a white supremacist.
Well, I mean, if you support Trump and his policies.
If you're a Latino, you also are a white supremacist. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you just are a white supremacist. So
today is the day that we record our very first podcast.
Very excited.
Episode.
Very excited.
Of the Mock and Daisy Common Sense cast.
Yeah.
I don't know when it'll be released, but it will be this week. I mean, maybe tomorrow.
It'll probably be tomorrow.
But maybe Thursday.
We don't know. They're pretty quick.
I feel like they're pretty speedy.
Yeah, they are.
So we expect that to be out for sure this week. Mm-hmm. And so if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do that. It's already out on Apple iTunes or Apple Music or whatever you call that now. And then it will be, if it's not already, I've heard it's on some of the other platforms. I'm just not sure that it's on all of them yet, but it will be. Once there's an episode or two out there, then you'll be able to, and you can already subscribe on the iTunes. If you've already subscribed and you've already left a comment and you've already rated it and stuff.
We so appreciate that. so appreciate
nice.
it. It's the sweetest,
so nice.
The sweetest, you guys. So thank you very, very much. And you guys try to sift through all the crazy today and turn that frown upside down. Try to have a good day.
And we need another hug.
Yeah, big group hug. Another group hug. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.